Welcome, brothers and sisters, to the Smartsistah show, and I am your girl, Smartsistah, and I got my glasses on today because I gotta read something, and I'm blind as a bat, so bear with me. Hopefully, is not a lot of glare. But anyway, I want to thank you all for coming by, and today I'm gonna be on Sundays. I'm gonna start talking about spiritual things and ways that we can kind of pull it all together and get our spirit and our vibration on a higher level. Now, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all look at me like, vibration, what you talking about? Basically, when you think about all of us, we're energy. Something is in our body that leaves when we die and goes somewhere. Now, according to what your religious beliefs are, everybody is different. Some people think when you die, that's it. Some people think you go to heaven or hell. Some people think you can go to purgatory. I grew up Catholic. Some people, it's just all kind of different views. So man has adapted their spiritual beliefs all kind of ways. So that's what y'all gotta look at. But what I'm trying to do here, as we as a people don't have the luxury to keep fighting over our spiritual beliefs, whether you have them or not. The bottom line is, we black. When you get shot by the police, ain't nobody asking you, are you Christian, or you whatever. No, you get shot because you are black. Okay, so that's the thing we gotta rally around and save our people from, is because we black. Regardless of what you believe, who you pray to, who you don't pray to, whether you believe, where you don't believe. To me, we don't have the time to keep fighting over that and telling one person their religion is better than another one, and you on that fight rather than what's happening to your people here in this country. So we need to put a stop to that. We got way more important things and bigger fish to fry than to keep arguing about that. Whatever you believe is what you believe. It's a personal choice, and stick with it and do what you got to do. Now, what you need to do, though, is use that spirituality, the strength that you get from it, to come together with like-minded people to fight the fact that we are in the belly of the beast right now. Okay, it's just plain and simple. So it does not matter. And arguing and all the hoteps coming and all the no, we don't have time for that. I don't care if Kanye is getting ready to divorce Kim, and we get all caught up in all this nonsense that has nothing to do with us as a people. So we got to focus. Okay, focus, organize. Don't matter, all of that. And see what I'm talking about when I start talking about, the news, and you getting caught up in celebrity stuff or whatever. That's a level down here. You're still thinking about just basic root stuff. If you get caught up in all of that, if your mind has not elevated to another level. Now don't get me wrong, even me, sometimes I like a little juicy gossip or whatever. Okay, we human. However, I'm not stuck there. I can leave that crap behind and could care less, actually. It doesn't matter, because it's not going to change your life or affect your life in any way, shape, or form. So what you need to be doing is getting above that. Get above, I got to get to the club and, get my drink on, go get my Hennessy. Okay, whatever your drink of choice is, cool. Now you've had to put a lot of that on hold because can't nobody go to no doggone club. You got to keep your ass in the house. So you didn't have to learn a whole lot of ways to entertain yourself and keep yourself together. And that's why I'm saying use this time to think about your life, to think about what you're doing, to think about what you're trying to achieve. You got more time than ever right now. Okay, so that's why you need to look and figure out what is your point. Who are you? Okay, it's an African that says, I am because we are. But when you say, I am, I'm right here, right now. I am. What is that? Do you know? So that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying raising your vibration, is that if you are above just basic needs, basic things that your body needs, you need sex, you need to eat, you need to drink, you need to exercise, you need to do all those basic things, then you should be elevating after that. You already know everything that we do as African people is like a rites of passage. There are stages that you go through where the more knowledge you get, the better off you are. Now that's how we were as a people. Right about now, sometimes I wonder. It seems like the more ignorant you can get, the better it is. So, we got to stop that. And even though I'm on here and I give my commentary on news or on people or whatever, please know everything that I say, everything that I'm trying to convey to you is to get you to thinking and start doing some action, start getting yourself together. We all are going to disagree, but the thing is, we got to agree to disagree. And as long as you ain't a total sellout and turncoat, like I said before in a previous video about getting those South African neckties, as long as you're not selling out to that point, have your opinion, do what you got to do. Okay, even I apologize to some of y'all that I didn't went off on that's gonna vote for Biden. Your choice. Even though I did say you have a right to vote for who you want to, you have your vote is your choice. That's what you need to do. Okay, all I've been trying to do is make sure you are making an informed choice and that you just not own one. Okay, and so that's where that is. Now back to the spirituality, what I want to talk about is whatever your belief system is, there still are things that you can do on a daily basis to get yourself more calm and more at peace. Because the bottom line is most people right now are not at peace at all. You waking up, you hearing all this garbage, you go to bed hearing all the garbage, you are excited, you're anxious, you're scared, you're a whole lot of things. And what's funny is now a lot of white people are feeling the same way. We kind of have dealt with it because we've had to. We've always been at a high anxiety level. That's why so many of us have health problems, just because of that. But what prayer has done, what meditation has done, all of that, that's what you got to get to in order to calm yourself and get some peace. Because when you think about it, like I said last time, we done been through hell before. We done been through it before. Okay? Really bad. Okay? So don't think, this too shall pass, as they say. Things happen in cycles. Okay, and when you think about it, every 50 years or so is when black people raise their head up and start fighting the oppression that they've been doing. But this time, we need to end it and let it be over. Okay, because this shit can't keep going. And the world is not going to exist with this going on. Okay, it's already rebelling against man, all the natural stuff, these hurricanes, earthquakes, global warming, the whole nine. So trust me, the earth will readjust itself, even if it has to get rid of us. Okay? So that's how that's going to go. So what I was going to say with your spirituality, go inside yourself, like I said before, and find your divine nature inside of yourself. Because we do have that. We've been taught that we're so evil. And yeah, we got an evil part of us as well, because that's balance. You got to have evil to have good. And it balances itself out normally. Okay, and so that's what you got to get to, where you have that balance in yourself. And then that's when you'll have the peace that you need to live your best life. Okay, and you got to get your life, as Tamar Braxton would say, and Lord help her too, if she had a suicide attempt. So that's my point. See, you get low, when you use too much ego. As my friend told me, it means edging God out. When you do that and get full of yourself, then that's when you start not having hope, because when people let you down, things let you down, you don't have nowhere to go, and you let it take you to a point where you are just too low to even function. Okay, so that's why I'm saying we've got to use the spiritual traditions of our people to get us through this. Now, what I'm talking about, I'm going to be talking about the 42 laws of Maat. As I said, she is a goddess, an Egyptian goddess of justice and peace in the midst of all this chaos. And her symbol is like scales balancing, and the whole thing of what they believed is there are these 42 laws that you can say every day that you will try to live up to, and that when you die your heart will be put in the scale with a feather. And if your heart is not as light as a feather, which means if you haven't lived your life in a blessed way, in a way that has always affirmed the divine, then your heart is going to be too heavy. Then you know what happens after that. And see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of religious or belief systems, that's what it is. What? You don't live right, you die and go to hell, right? Well, basically, we in hell right now, here. You can find heaven and hell on earth, if you ask me. And the next thing is, can't nobody send you to heaven or hell. When I hear people, oh, you satanic, or ooh, you gonna be doomed to hell, or what, can't nobody send me there. So they need to shut up. All these people that's so Christian and so dogmatic, if anything, God done told you judge not. So you need to back up and let some of your stuff go and worry about you. Okay, so I just had to get that off my chest, because I see a lot of that going on right now too, and we don't have time for that. We got other stuff we got to do. Keep your religious beliefs to yourself and personal, and leave other people alone. That's all I gotta say. So basically, these 42 laws of Maat, I'm going to do 7 of them for the next 6 weeks. I'll do 7, and it's basically, you can get these. I will put a link in the video here, or you can go on my website, and I'm going to put a link there so you can print out a copy for yourself that you can keep. And it's a great thing to meditate with and to ask yourself every day after the day is over. Now, they have some affirmations that are much more like you could read in the morning if you meditate, where it's gonna give you what you should be doing during the day. But me personally, I like this set that is really, I can look at myself after the day is over, like, did I do it or not? So let me give you all the first 7. The first one says, I have not committed sin. I have not committed robbery with violence. I have not stolen. I have not slain a man or a woman. I have not stolen food. I have not, what is this? I have not swindled offerings. And the 7th one says, I have not stolen from God or goddess. Now, with the Egyptians, they believed there were male and female gods and goddesses. And I don't have a problem with that. See, a lot of people, it's just God, and they get scared. No, think about it. If you are a Christian and you believe there's God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, but they're all God, okay? So basically, you kind of doing the same thing, where you got the different entities within the whole God thing, the triune God, the Trinity, okay? So if you want to be kind of technical, the Egyptians believed in a God, but it had all these different pieces, just like the triune God. They just had more of them. That's all. And that's why Maat represented the balance. And as y'all can see with the ones that I just read, that's giving you something to base your daily life on, and once we go through all 42, you're going to see how important it gives you specific things that you should and should not do. Because think about it, with the 10 commandments, you can follow the 10 commandments. A lot of people say the 10 commandments came out of these 42, but the 10 commandments, I could follow every one of them and still be the worst damn person you ever saw. Think about it. Of course, I'm not going to steal or kill nobody or, false gods, blah, blah, blah. You can go down the 10 and do all of them and still, in my opinion, go to hell with gasoline draws. So it's all how you want to look at stuff. And these 42, I'm telling you, by the time we get through them, you're going to totally see how by living your life this way, if everybody lived their life this way and dedicated themselves to these principles, life would be wonderful. The world would be cool. Because even with these I just talked about today, I have not committed sin. Everybody knows what sin is. You know when you done something that ain't right. Okay? So if that's the first one, you hold yourself to that standard every day. And we say we do, but a lot of us don't, because we're not thinking. You're not thinking about, okay, if I took a box of paper clips from work, that ain't stealing. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. See, it's little stuff we always find, Well, these 42 brothers and sisters is going to spell it out totally on what you should be doing. Okay, now, of course, here they talk about stealing food or whatever. That was a whole different thing. But, hell, some of us do. Go to the grocery store and open something and eat something. And some of us have done it. Now, I haven't. Now, I love food, but I'll buy my food. But that's just all a part of it. We all are guilty of something at some given time. But if you at least sit down at night, go over this and say, how was my day today? Did I live up to the principles that I proclaim? Because like I said before, a lot of people, they do the Jesus junkie thing, and they don't follow nothing all week until they hurry up and get to church and get absolved, everything, get happy. And I've always said, it's funny how people start speaking in tongues and shouting, but them old ladies don't never put their purse down, do they? Ain't nobody got so happy that purse got laid down for somebody to take. I ain't never seen it. They get it, the Spirit of the Lord, with their purse right on their arm, and the other one starts speaking in tongues at the same time of the service every week. Sorry. As my pastor used to say, just say Jesus tie, bow tie real fast, and there you go. You speaking in tongues. But the Bible says it should be somebody there to interpret it. So a lot of these folks just busting out speaking in tongues is a lie. But I digress. I'm not getting ready to go there. I just said we don't need to be dissing each other on what we believe. So please, speak in tongues, fall out, do whatever you got to do. But when you get up, you need to start coming doing some work. And as my minister said before too, the 2 candles on the altar represent the dual nature of Christ. He was man and God. Okay, so you can't just deal with God, be so heavenly bound you ain't no earthly good, that you miss what you're supposed to be doing while you're here. So that is what I am going to do for the next 6 weeks. So if you want to learn some more about it, I'm going to put the link, as I said, on my website and in these videos. And once again, please go to my channel and subscribe so you can get all these videos, and also keep following me on Facebook. I get really good views on Facebook, but I really would like to switch everybody over to YouTube so we can do all kind of stuff, and I will keep you abreast of what's going on. And you also can find these videos I put as a podcast. So say if you on your way to work and you want to just listen to whatever I'm going in on, you can actually find me on Spotify, iTunes, and Stitcher. So I encourage you guys to go there and listen to my podcast, because right now I'm number 4 in the news commentary era. So I would love to get to number 1 with y'all's help, so we can do this, people. And just know I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. You need to hear that. And we are going to come together. We're going to raise our vibration. We're going to really start focusing on being at peace and getting our spirit right, so then we can do what we got to do. Because if it's anything white folks scared of, it's spirituality. Y'all already know. Everybody's still talking about Haitians. Oh, they just use that voodoo and whatever they did, which is not true. Voodoo is not a bad thing. Voodoo just means spirit. So some of y'all need to get off that. Read a damn book. Okay? So no, they unified under their spirituality, but they fought the French and got rid of them. And I just recently found out the reason why Haiti is so poor, they paid over $1 billion to France to let them go. So we need to start, like I said, reading a book and learning our history and understanding what's going on. They're not in the shape they are because they doing that voodoo and God just getting them back. No, that's not the truth. And if anything, like I said, that's what white folks are scared of, because guess what? With spirituality, you can't control that. You cannot control it. Remember, when the wind is blowing, can they stop that? When one of those hurricanes is coming down in the tropics, can they stop that? No. So you need to know, whatever you believe, that there are forces out there greater than anybody human breathing air. Okay? So that's how it goes. So I love y'all, and I'll see you guys soon.